And welcome to Veterans Stadium. Good evening, everybody. It's Saturday Night Lights. It's the Long Beach City College Vikings versus the East LA Huskies. This is Toby Hess here with my old pal, Roosevelt Washington. While most of the city might be focused on Dodgers NLCS Game 6, we're going to bring you all the action here from Vet Stadium for all of you who want to see how well these Vikings do tonight. Both of these teams come into the game tonight with 0-1 records in the South Coast Conference.
Yeah, Toby, both coming in 0-1 in a 5-game conference schedule. This is really a do-or-die game for both teams in order to be conference champs. So they really have to come out, show it out, and hopefully get the victory.
Adding to that, the tradition in this rivalry, according to Long Beach City College Viking coaches, is that no matter when they play, any year, to throw out the records, always going to be a dogfight when East LA and Long Beach City College go on the field. It looks like East LA has won the toss. They've deferred. Long Beach will receive here to kick off the game. And the kicker for East LA is Christian Reyes.
Wow. So Long Beach Vikings, they're definitely not downing those kickoffs. They're going to go for everything they can, every yard they can get.
So the return man gets through the first wave. Danye Del Cambray on the return. Derek West will be the starting quarterback once again for Long Beach City.
Vikings starting out here in a tight formation.
Just one back in the backfield with West. Shotgun snap. Quick give. Rodney Clemente with the short carry.
Already you can see East Los Angeles defense is ready to run to the outside. You know, they are going to try to do whatever they can to stop the Vikings early on. So the Vikings better be ready to play here today.
Trio of Vikings usually lead them in rushing, not only Derek West, but Saeed Galloway and Rodney Clemente, but it's going to be empty backfield here on 2nd and 7. The left-handed West throws, quick hit, caught, completed near the first down and past the 50-yard line.
It's a nice, easy throw and catch right there. You know, move the ball down the field, give the offense some confidence here, and you set yourself up for a 3rd and 1 here.
Long Beach on a 3-game losing streak coming into this game. The last time we saw them at home, Leitz was the leading receiver for Long Beach, and he gets the first reception of the day for the Vikings. West takes the snap, give up the middle. Clemente, and that looks to be a first down.
You know, football is really about a game of first downs, right? First down after first down after first down can turn into a touchdown. So early on in the game, but every good first down is a good first down. What else can you say about it?
1st and 10. West again to give up the middle. Breaks through the first line. Inside the 40. Clemente again as they're feeding him the ball here early.
Oh, it looks like we have a player down.
Can't see. It looks like an offensive lineman.
So early
Officials timeout.
Early on, it looks like the Vikings are really going to try to impress their running game on East Slopes.
While we have a chance, we'll let you know tonight's officials for the game. Ed Zapolsky, Dennis Lotz, David Middleton, Kyle Takau, Corey McManaman, John Gill, Blair Havens, and Brandon Baker. Doing the job, the head referee today is Ed Zapolsky.
Fidi Mo was the one who's down.
So it's offensive lineman Fiti Moe down there. He'll at least have to take a short break. We're not sure how serious that injury is. So early on, we got some replacements on the Vikings offensive line, and their offensive line has done a pretty workmanlike job here early.
Clemente in the backfield.
West fake give. He wants to throw. He's got a man downfield.
Oh,
Touchdown!
touchdown,
Vikings. Leitz does it again. A little home cooking for Leitz, and he gets hot. The 3-game slide for the Vikings has inspired them here early tonight.
I don't know if you could really have an opening sequence better than what they just showed right there tonight.
Positive yardage on every play. Big play action after rushing the ball 4 times with Clemente. And that play action bite, and Leitz is wide open in the end zone. Vikings lead 6-0. Ryder Padilla back to kick for the Vikings and the extra point.
Always good to close off a scoring drive on an extra point.
Extra point is good, and the Vikings lead 7-0. And this is what they wanted, a little momentum coming off a 3-game losing streak.
I'm sure that makes the head coach feel good, right? All that practice this week, and the kids are out here showing everything they got.
The coaches emphasized to us when we spoke to them before game 2 of the season, the first home game, that they had missed so much practice time over the last year and spent so much time on Zoom calls that they really did think the team would probably get off to a slow start. They had 2 wins out of their first 3 games early, but then they faced some really tough competition in Riverside, San Diego Mesa, and Golden West, and also Ventura. So they got a 2-4 record. They're 0-1 in league, and a win here can set them up to be in contention for a conference title going into their last 3 games. And they're got to go on the road to Bakersfield next week, so you know they need to get some positive energy going into that road trip.
Definitely. Going into that game 1-1 is much better than going into it 0-2.
They'll finish off their season with 2 home games on November 6th and November 13th.
Mario De La Torre.
We've got 2 deep here for East Los Angeles.
Mario De La Torre doing the kicking. That's an up man on the return. He's going to go far right. He's still up to the 35, and that's where East LA will get started. The Huskies led by head coach Bobby Godinez. The Huskies come into game 3-3. They also lost their first conference game. That was to Allen Hancock Community College.
East Los Angeles coming out right now. They got trips left. Twins right.
Now one back moves to the backfield in motion, and he gives right to him up the middle for a quick 6-yard gain.
Corey Martin made the tackle.
Tackle made by Corey Martin.
Just what we expected. You know, these are going to be 2 teams here that really want to spread out the defense, make them run sideline to sideline.
Single setback again with the quarterback, and the give is to him again.
Pedro Anusu. I didn't get the tackle.
That running back for East LA is Pedro Amusu. First and 10 for East LA. And it seems like they're going to go steady diet of running game, and they like to run right up the middle, and they've been successful on 3 plays in a row.
Amusu, Alan Parrish.
Our power running game right now.
Musu tackled by Alan Parrish on that play. It'll be bringing up 2nd down and 4. Fumble in the backfield. We got a
Vikings.
bevy of Vikings. The Vikings have it.
Bryson Parham Jr. recovery.
Bryson Parham Jr. on the recovery, and that's a big stop because it didn't appear as they had any chance to stop the running game.
Fumble
It was just
recovered by Long Beach. First down.
I mean, when you look at this play, it really was just a handoff exchange between the quarterback and the running back. He tried to pull it out. When he did that, he fumbled the ball, let it go on the ground, and the Vikings wasted no time jumping on that ball. get the ball back for their offense.
Fortunate turn of events for the Vikings. Now they'll take over, and we'll see can they take advantage of it. West on the give up the middle. Galloway, the ball carrier for a short gain.
Galloway with the carry. Erie Lawrence makes the stop. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8 now for West and the Vikings. Pretty compact formation there.
Yeah, they're going the bunch formation right now.
Short snap, West handles it. He wants to throw. He runs to his left. He's going to have to run it out of bounds. Nobody open. Limited receivers on that play, and none could get away from the would-be defenders.
I know Long Beach runs multiple quarterbacks, but you never want any of your quarterback taking on 3 defenders.
West is a tough son of a gun. He was, of course, the starting quarterback in the last pre-COVID season, led them to a 7-3 record and a bowl game. Check in, audible by offensive coordinator Sean Flynn. Shotgun snap, West looking to throw. Scrambles to his left. He's got a guy open. It's Leitz again. That's Leitz's 3rd reception, and that one's going to be good for a 1st down.
Leitz is one of his main targets, right? So he's going to get a lot of action this game, as he normally does. But as this season's shown, when they need a 1st down, 1-7 is one of those key contributors they look for.
First down, snap to West. Fake give up the middle. Quick toss. Jeff Trepanier on the catch.
West being a lefty and having that kind of sidearm sling is like a unique throwing opportunity right here. Every time he hits that out, he's wide open on that left side. Slings it.
And when we talked to him a couple weeks ago, he was like, "Oh, don't compare me to Michael Vick." And I said, "Okay, we'll compare you to Steve Young maybe." And he said, "I'll take that. That's good enough."
There you go.
Galloway up the middle. Very little gain. They only had a couple to go. And it looks like his progress was stopped probably a little bit short near the 40.
So far, the Vikings' offense has been pretty balanced. I think they might be right down the middle with runs and passes.
Balanced attack so far for Derek West and his Vikings as they look to flip the script on this season. He scrambles inside the pocket and he throws. He's got a man wide open at the 25, inside the 20, the 10, taken down inside the 10.
Look at that.
Easter.
He was
TJ Easter, the tight end, on that improvisational play by West, who did a great job of buying time in the pocket. He tells us all the time that he'd prefer to find the receiver downfield, even though his coaches ask him to run a little bit more often. He definitely had real estate to run there, but he found his target, and he had no defender on him.
Galloway in the backfield.
1st and 10 with halfway here through the 1st quarter. Give is up the middle to Galloway.
Ooh.
Galloway is crushed at the 4-yard line, but this is a kid who can take a beating.
That last play is one of those plays you wish that you just get to the house, right? You don't want to leave anything on the field.
Galloway.
West on the fake give, keeper. Touchdown Vikings, and boy, it was like he was chauffeured into the end zone.
Yes, he was. The offensive line sealed that right side. There was nothing in his way. All he could see was red pay dirt for the Vikings end zone.
I mean, they bit totally. They hadn't run a bootleg to West at all, and they bit hard on the fake give up the middle of Galloway. And Vikings lead 13-0 now, and we're just halfway through the first quarter.
So, I mean, here we have two teams here fighting for the conference, to stay alive for the conference title, right? And one is just doing everything they can to try to put the other team away as soon as possible. East Los Angeles is really going to have to show something on this next drive here to make this game, you know, at least competitive for the first half.
So the Vikings has answered the clarion call of their coaches, knowing that this season was running out of time. And boy, have they made a statement here in quarter number 1 against East LA. And how about our Viking show band led by Brian Hamilton? Thank you for your sacrifices here on a Saturday night to add to tonight's pomp and circumstance. Kickoff again by Long Beach to the up man. They're not trying to kick deep at all. It makes me wonder what's going on. Traditionally, Ryder Padilla does the kickoffs. He's still handling the extra point duties.
Hey, he's doing what's scripted for him to do, so.
Della Torre kicking the kickoffs, which is not what they did in the first 2 home games, so it makes me curious about what's going on with Ryder Padilla, although he is showing up for the extra points. Another give up the middle. This one not as successful as the first time they had the ball. Quarterback for East LA is Rudy Garcia. The give there was to Johan Collins.
It'll be interesting to see if the Vikings made any tweaks since their last defensive series. You know, stop that run up the middle.
3-yard gain there. It's 2nd and 7. Jawan Collins to the left. Not much doing over there.
Collins once more with the carry. Gain of 1, 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6. Can the Vikings get their defense off the field? Already staked to a 14-0 lead with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Islo's trying to spread the Vikings out here.
4 wide receiver set, rolls to his right. Garcia throws. Ooh, off the fingertips.
That's a good defensive play by Wingfield.
Intended for number 8, Guy McCarthy. That'll force a punt.
Look for the defender or the offender?
Short punt. Not going to be able to return it. Untouched. It looks like the Vikings will take over. They've scored on
2
their
possessions.
first 2 possessions.
2 for 2. And they're going to start their 3rd possession here at the 23. So let's see if they can go down the field again. They had a nice little mix of pass and run the last 2 possessions.
First and 10 for the Vikings. Ball at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start at their 24. Man in motion. They fake the give to him. He throws to his right.
Uh-oh.
He's got a completion. They got a first down and more out of bounds. Trenell Ridgely on the catch. The egalitarian Derek West starting to spread things out.
They might come back to that play later. That little slip screen right there. You're originally out in the open space by himself.
After the first down, they waste no time. West drops back, rolls left. He's got a block. He's got room. He wants to throw for it all. And a little too much mustard on that fastball.
For Ridgely.
Intended for Trinell Ridgely, but he had a little too much on it. Got away from him. Ridgely was open by a good 4 yards.
He overthrew him, but I think what I see in that play was he has pretty good arm strength. You know, he made that run into the left sideline and overthrew the guy by 6-7 yards.
And I think that's the thing that Derek has always wanted to display is that while he has the capabilities to be a runner, he thinks himself a thrower first. He doesn't like
They're picking up the flag, it looks like.
no flag on the play. Derek doesn't like being pigeonholed and being a running quarterback. He is a
No
quarterback
penalty for holding on the play.
who is able to run when needed if you talk to him. No flag on the play. They pick it up.
Looks like we have a quarterback change coming in here.
And here comes Blaze McKibben. It's been a three-headed quarterback trio most of the season here for the Vikings. Kingston Holla has also gotten quite a few snaps. And every once in a while, they'll throw in a wildcat formation with a fourth quarterback, but three main quarterbacks. And now, Blaze McKibben's turn. Easily recognizable because he throws with his right hand.
Good one there, Toe.
Shotgun snap to him, underhand pitch.
Elijah Davis.
Elijah Davis, the running back there, and he gets a first down and some.
Elijah Davis says, your arm tackles stop me from nothing. Just powers right through those arm tackles down the sideline.
Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Vikings up by 14. McKibben give up the middle, short gain. Elijah Davis once again. And the spread offense for the Vikings today is not necessarily the traditional spread offense, but just spreading it out amongst all these different ball carriers. We've already seen 3 running backs. We've seen 2 quarterbacks and at least 4 Viking wide receivers and tight ends touch the ball.
Elijah Davis on the move.
Davis in motion, empty backfield for McKibben. He looks right, he throws, he's got a man. Near a first down inside the 35-yard line.
We got a flag here. It looks like we may have a holding call.
Taylor Cooper, time.
Let's see what we got here. They're going to be coming back. We got a holding on the offensive line.
Holding call against the Vikings.
So that holding call against the offensive line will negate the big reception by tight end Taylor Cooper.
Second and 19.
Bringing up 2nd and 19. McKibben's got plenty of arm. 2 wide receivers to his left. But he throws right. He's got a man complete. Far sideline and out of bounds. Just inside the 40. Jeff Trepanier once again.
That was a very good play design right there because, you know, you're not trying to get all of 19 back on one play. So they got a little bit more than 50% of it and sets up for a nice 3rd and 7 here.
So a manageable 3rd and 7. Tight formation once again. Leets, the wide receiver, isn't that far away from the left tackle. End around, And that's going to be a first down inside the 30. Flag down on the play.
Devil Fada.
I think this is coming back.
Number 3, Devil Fada.
Nifty little misdirection by the Vikings. However,
Holding, offense number 87.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, third down.
so the second time in this drive that they've had a big-time positive offensive play negated by a holding call.
Third and 12 for the Vikings.
Third down and a long 12.
45-yard line.
Long Beach is spreading it out again here.
.225 to go in the first quarter. Vikings already pumped up the lead by 2 touchdowns.
Reset the play clock to 25 and start my hack.
Seems to me that Long Beach hasn't been up by 2 touchdowns since week 3. They left week 3 with a 2-1 record heading into a big game with Riverside. Now they're 2-4.
Looks like we're gonna have a free play here.
Free play, and they give it away. Looked like to Elijah Davis out of the backfield. Flag on the play. Should be offsides. And should be declined.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, first down.
That's a killer for East Los Angeles. You know, those penalties helped them out on that drive, kept pushing Long Beach back after first down, back after first down. And then, you know, to go into that long third down and just give it away, that's very tough.
So it's 1st and 10 from just inside the 25 for McKibben and his Vikings.
Elijah Davis.
Give to Davis. He runs right. Short gainer. Not quite to the 20.
You know, at this point in the game, East Los Angeles defense really just has to, you know, be steadfast and say we cannot let the Vikings score right here.
Don't have any inside information, but it could be, based on what we've seen from the Viking kickoffs, that their field goal game may not be at its best tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that as we get deeper into the red zone.
They switched to a 4-man front.
Sidearm throw by McKibben. Gets it out quick. Second effort on the reception. And close to a first down. Trinell Ridgely with the catch. And a nifty inside move that does lead to another Vikings first down.
You know, we said it earlier in that first drive, they may come back to that little slip screen. He's shifty enough that once he gets that ball, you never know what's going to happen after he takes it.
And McKibben wasted no time. Just kind of went a little side-armed, get it around the end coming after him. Let Ridgely do all the work.
Davis.
Give inside, Elijah Davis handling the workload on this possession, letting Clemente and Galloway take a little breather after they helped get the Vikings out to a 2-touchdown lead.
Elijah Davis with the carry. Chase Davis in on the stop.
Oh, we have a quarterback change again.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
Looks like they may be going toward the, there's the quarter.
The quarter has come to an end, and Long Beach super happy, content here with a 14-0 lead.
First quarter of play.
They'll switch sides, and as we do that, what do you anticipate here in quarter number 2?
I mean, if the East Los Angeles defense doesn't wake up, you know, maybe they're a little asleep. Maybe they weren't ready for this game today. The Vikings are going to just keep trying to punish them up the middle. it's always tough when you're down early in the game, right? For everyone to keep their heads up and to keep fighting, because you never really know. I mean, we still have 3/4 of the game left to go.
Sparse crowd on hand tonight watching these Vikings. Can imagine many people tuned in to the Dodger game tonight, but we welcome you, loyal Viking followers who are here for tonight's contest, and you're seeing maybe the best version of the Vikings we've seen in a number of weeks. They had big wins early in the season against LA Harbor and Chaffey College, but it's been a while. They haven't been staked to a lead like this in quite some time, and maybe they're arriving just on time. Their coaches expected that would take a little while for this team to gel. They'd had several kids who'd been around campus for more than a year and a half without stepping onto the field, and this season was underway this year, a shotgun start to the season after being taken away from the field by the pandemic for so long. Derek West is going to be the quarterback. He wants to throw over the middle, over to the near sideline. Nearly caught.
I mean, they called the right play right there. They had the East Los Angeles defense kind of befuddled.
Fata was open. He would have really had to negotiate that end line there, as he was really going to have to make a tightrope act to make that catch. West probably overthrew that a little, and I bet he wishes he can have that one back. It'll be 3rd down and 6 now. Not sure if this is 4-down territory. Again, no inside information on their kicking game, but we'll know soon. West fake give, wants to throw. He's got a man. Far end zone, and he's in for the touchdown.
TJ Easter.
And it's a hat trick. Tight end TJ Easter with the score. 3rd touchdown of the day for the Vikings, and we've barely underway here in the 2nd quarter.
That left-hand sidearm throw comes through again, puts the Vikings in the end zone, and they are off and running. That's not what East Los Angeles wanted to see. They really needed to stop there.
Might have been Ryan Bowers.
And there you go, caps it off.
Extra point by Padilla is up and good, and the Vikings now lead 21-0.
That was TJ Easter for the Vikings touchdown reception.
So what is Coach Godinez for Los? As you can see, West rolls left. He does that little sidearm sling left hand under the defender's arm, right to the tight end and in the end zone. You know, that's a very effective throw.
And I believe that's the 2nd play action touchdown pass of the game for Derek West.
Yes.
He's been on the field and responsible for 3 drives that end in the touchdown, although Blaze McKibben and Elijah Davis do deserve a lot of work for matriculating the Vikings down the field and putting Derek West in a fine position inside the red zone to finish things off.
We got 2 back here for East Los Angeles to receive.
And again, odd that Padilla's not handling the kickoff duties. It's Delatorre once again.
You know, the Vikings this game, they've scored 3 times, but they've actually given East Los Angeles great starting position for every possession. They just have not been able to capitalize on that field position.
It did appear on their first possession like they were just marching down the field. And then that missed snap by the quarterback there and the fumble, and they lost momentum. Not the missed snap, but the bad handoff.
Yeah.
And they really haven't recovered from that miscue. Quick pass completed. Extra yardage and a 1st down for East LA. And it's the first down in a while for them, and a late flag on the play.
It looks like they're going to flag the Vikings here with the late hit out of bounds, maybe. Tack on another 15 to that.
Dead ball, personal foul. on the defense, number 27. 15-yard penalty, first down.
You are correct, and that's going to give East LA their biggest pickup of yardage in the game. I don't think they've had a play as big as a 15-yard gain. And that's going to put them in a really fine field position. They started with it good, and now it's even better. They're inside the 35. Rudy Garcia gives short gainer to the right. Pedro Amusu on the ball.
The Huskies are going quick here.
Well, the clock is never your friend when you're down by 21.
2nd and 9.
Fay give up the middle and a quick throw to his left. Just another short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a little significant chunky yardage to go.
Pass to Tyson
That pass
Schilling.
complete to Tyson Schilling.
Tackle by Trey Edwards.
That was a great tackle by Trey Edwards. You know, he got blocked, he came back in on the inside, made the tackle, ended the play.
Third down and 5. Empty the backfield. Oh, full-on blitz. Hot read is completed, but I don't think he got anything.
Anthony Felton catch, Tanner Nelson
That
tackle.
pass complete to Anthony
Credit
Felton.
Tanner Nelson with that
Nelson makes the stop.
heads-up tackle.
Nelson saw it in front of him, accelerated into the tackle, and because he did, no first down.
And credit the defense and the blitz call there really forced the quarterback to get rid of the ball early. And we got a field goal attempt now.
69. Christian Reyes.
Christian Reyes, line drive kick.
Oh, off the left goal post.
No good.
No good.
3-yard field goal attempt is no good.
So any positive momentum for the Huskies is negated there, and that ball had plenty of leg in it. Probably would have been good for 10 more yards, but it hits the post, and they are turned away, and the Vikings defense returns to their sideline, still tossing a shutout.
The left upright was not his friend. And now the ball is back in the Vikings' hands.
For those of you guys following along on the Long Beach City College Vikings YouTube channel tonight on this live stream, sounds like the Dodgers are deadlocked in a 1-1 tie right now with the Atlanta Braves down south.
Rodney Clemente.
Rodney Clemente, the ball carrier, he goes to his left for a short gain.
Rodney Clemente Jr. with the carry. Melage Porter makes the stop. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Looks like they've opted to go for more Derek West.
Clemente in the backfield.
Spread formation here, 2 wide receivers to his right. And they'll check in with Coach Flynn here after seeing the East LA defense.
Clemente.
Quick give up the middle. Clemente for a first down and some more. Out near the 45. Big rip, big hole for Clemente.
We got a little scuffle here.
Well, the coaches say when East LA and Long Beach together, it's always a dogfight. Little extracurricular action at midfield here. Sure, the frustration's building on the East LA side.
I guess the only thing we're waiting to see is will it be on both sides or just one side?
Result of the play is a first down. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, number 51 on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot, from the end of the run. It'll be a first down at the new spot for Long Beach. Over.
I'll say Subaba.
So that's a costly
Please reset the
Personal
game clock
foul
to
penalty
11 minutes and 51 seconds.
against the
11:51.
Vikings.
Thank you.
They still get credit for the first down, which is important, obviously, for sustaining the drive. But they lose a Big chunk of real estate.
The Vikings have been gouging the Huskies the last few plays. Let's see if the Huskies stay with the 3-man front or if they go back with the 4-man front.
Fake give. West wants a throw, but he's hit as he's thrown.
That's the really first positive defensive play the Huskies have had in this game.
And it looked like, as you said, they went 4-man front and sent a 5th man straight up the gut.
I think they think at this point they can't sit back and just watch. They have to be aggressive. They have to go after the Vikings, try to put pressure on the quarterback.
Down by 21, and East LA already 0-1 in this conference season. Urgency starts now. Derek West in a world of trouble, but the screen is going to be a success. Clemente on the screen, big pickup. It's going to give him a manageable 3rd down.
Once again, doesn't go for it all. Gets something that's manageable. Gains 15, 16 yards there. Puts him in great position now for this 3rd down.
For an injured player.
East LA player.
Got an East LA player down right now. Officials timeout while they check him out. Score here with 10:47 to go in the half. Long Beach 21, East LA 0. It's just been an impressive showing so far here tonight by the Vikings defense.
Vikings defense has been amazing so far, and their offense is not too far behind. I think, you know, what Wes has shown out here on the field, he doesn't want to go back and forth with the other quarterback. He's trying to stay on as long as he can.
Talked to the coaches a little bit earlier in the season about going with this 3-headed quarterback attack, and they just really feel like they have a trio of quarterbacks who all are worthy of one day playing, you know, at a 4-year university, and they really want to give all of them an opportunity. It's been kind of a log jam because of the pandemic, and so they have all these athletes waiting their turn, and they feel like they got 3 talented young men, and they all got to get some tape so they have a chance to continue their careers after Long Beach City College.
And, you know, as a coach, you do just want to give your players the best opportunity, especially at the junior college level, to be seen and to matriculate to the next level, right? So every single time these kids step on the field, they're giving it their best they can, you know, because they do want to move on and they want to go to that next level. And so that's respectable, definitely, for the coach to all give them an opportunity. And, hey, when you're a coach and all 3 are being successful, what more can you ask?
Each of them has had their ups and downs so far this season. Some highlights for each of them. None of them have found enough positive momentum to just take the job, although coach says that while they wanted to give all 3 guys a chance this year, that the job could be won, and they thought as it moved deeper into the conference season it possibly could be won. So far we've seen 2 quarterbacks tonight. Derek West has, of course, authored all 3 touchdowns, but Blaze McKibben was pretty successful in his short stint at the end of the first quarter, and we've yet to hear from Kingston Holla yet here on this Saturday night.
Well, if the game keeps going like it is, and he's healthy enough to come into the game, I think we will see him later in this game. Right now, though, you know, number 1 and number 2 are doing a fine job of keeping this Viking offense moving forward and producing points.
Well, football coaches, like basketball coaches, are afforded an advantage that, as you see in the baseball playoffs, that baseball managers in the big leagues are not afforded, in that you could bring in a quarterback, take him out, and then bring him back in. Pitchers who are removed from the game and go back to the dugout, the coach cannot reconsider and say, like, oh, actually, I want to go back to my original starter. No re-entry rules in Major League Baseball, but re-entry is fine at almost all levels of football, and Coach Peabody and his staff have taken advantage of that all year. And we are ready for action to resume play. The clock rolls with under 11 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. West has to really improvise. He throws that one off his back leg. That was quite an impressive feat, a la Patrick Mahomes, to be able to deliver a throw like that. I don't even care if he was able to complete the ball. The fact that he got that ball off so far down the field is impressive enough to me.
I mean, not only did he throw it off of 1 foot, I believe he hopped backwards into the air and then threw the ball forward.
It seemed like the kind of pass that might have went 5 or 7 yards to his left, and he chucked that thing 40 yards downfield. So they are shut down here, and they're going to have to punt, I believe, for the first time today. Jerron Collins is the punter. Jerron Lincoln, excuse me. Jerron Lincoln is the punter.
Well, the Vikings defense is going to be coming back out here on the field. You know, they want to go into half with a goose egg on the scoreboard for the Huskies. And just the opposite, the Huskies, they want to put some points on the board, so they're not big hold deficit going into the second half.
Well, the Huskies defense got their first stop, you know, and I'm sure they're like, come on, offense, get us on the board here, and we can go in by halftime and have a shot in the second half. Garcia back at quarterback. Single setback with him. But he is upended in the backfield for a loss.
96.
Xavier Kuzar with that tackle in the backfield.
Makes the stop. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
The Vikings are just running a 4-man front. And they're saying we can get up to past your line of scrimmage and we can stop you.
That run to the left.
15 and 3. Tyson Schilling tackled by
Tyson Schilling with the carry.
Dalen Pedroza.
Dalen Pedroza with the tackle there.
The stop.
It's going to bring down 3rd down, 11.
3rd and 11.
Garcia's Huskies aren't moving forward at all. Garcia drops back, throws
15-23.
to his left.
Tyson Schilling tackled by
Tyson
Trey
Chilling on the reception.
Trey Edwards on the tackle.
That pass complete to Tyson Schilling. Trey Edwards.
It was a great throw. Gets them the first down.
Makes the stop. 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Another tackle by Trey Edwards.
Ball at their own 47-yard
Been doing the
line.
job all year for the Vikings defense. Oh, tough snap. Garcia's going to have to fall on it at about the 32-yard line.
And just when you're building momentum, that's exactly what you don't need to happen. You know, they just lost, I think, 15 yards on that play. And it really puts them in a hole that they did not want to dig themselves out of.
14-yard loss on the play. Brings up 2nd and 24.
2nd and 24, and they're going to give it right quick. Nothing doing here on the near sideline.
Pedro Musu.
Pedro Musu, the ball carrier.
Pedro Musu for the Huskies. Forced out by Alan Parrish. Gain of 2, 3rd and 22.
Well, advantage Long Beach here on 3rd and 22. They're going to be able to back things up. Just one setback with Garcia. He drops back, nothing to do but throw. Oh, he had a guy
wow.
open in the seam.
Through the hands of Trey Edwards.
Trey Edwards in there. Forcing the Huskies to punt.
Intended for Tyson Schilling. Troy Edwards for the third in coverage. 4th and 22.
Short punt again. There's going to be no return. And pretty decent field position for the Vikings here with 7:23 to go in the first half.
Funny on that punt right there was so much movement on the line. No one seemed to be set, but they let it go.
It seemed like they just decided that both sides were moving, so they weren't going to call a penalty. They could have thrown like 17 flags on that play.
32 following the punt.
Derek West.
Once again, the winds point west. Derek returns for another shotgun snap.
Galloway.
Galloway, the ball carrier. Decent effort, 4 or 5 yard gain to his left.
You like the
Side
Vikings?
Galloway with the carry brought down by Damon Burns.
They were playing him,
Gain
right?
of 4, 2nd and 6.
And they have a stack right with trips. Here the Vikings do. We got a lot of movement here.
there
I see
again.
no flags.
West throw incomplete.
Intended for Jeff
It
Trapag.
would look like just a quick flip to Trepanier. And again, boy, are the referees really letting that movement go on the line.
Trepanier of old USC fame? Is that who that is?
Under 7 minutes to go, 3rd down and 6 for the Vikings. They scored on their first 3 possessions.
Clemente and a running back.
Three-man front again.
But they bring 5. West, quick give to
Oh.
Clemente, and he's
And
got
there he
room up
goes.
the sideline. First down, Vikings. Rodney Clemente Jr.
Rodney Clement Jr. Good enough for a first down.
You know, the Vikings have a few shifty backs, and all they need is a half a step.
And boy, did Derek West do a good job of identifying the 2 blitzers there and finding his hot read with his running back there. First down. They're at midfield once again. Clemente, nothing doing. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Clement Jr. once more. Brought down by Vincent Parra.
As the clock is running down here, the Vikings are in no hurry. I'm sure that they would like to waste the last 5:45 here and just march themselves into the end zone with nothing left on the clock.
Yes. Preventing East LA from having another offensive possession seems like a fine goal here for the Vikings. Oh, they're going to have to call that. Right?
They did.
Wow. There's no flag?
There's 2 flags.
There's
Two
two
flags.
flags.
Okay.
Although I thought it should have been a dead ball because I
Yeah,
thought it was,
pre-snap.
it was pre-snap jump by, I believe, number 77.
I mean, I guess the officials have been off for a year as well. It just seemed like there could be some injuries there happening as people were crossing the line well ahead of the snap.
Offside. Defense, number 98.
Well.
5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
So they decided to give him the free play because it was offsides, and that makes sense. Generally, though, I guess there was nobody unabated to the quarterback,
No.
but there was definitely a lot of contact pre-snap.
And, you know, once you're in the neutral zone, if the offensive line jumps, it's offside. So
West is going to keep it. He's going to scramble to his left.
Stays in bounds.
Stays in bounds. He's going to be short of the first down. As
There-
the clock ticks under 5 minutes.
West with the keeper.
Timeout. Official timeout for injured player.
Got an injured player.
East LA player.
East LA player down here. Long Beach coaching staff got to be pretty satisfied with their performance of their team here in game number 7. As we will restate, they coming in with a 2-4 record, but when it comes to postseason play and conference championship, the only thing that really matters now is they lost last week to Ventura, so they're 0-1 in the conference. Now, there's plenty of conference action to be won. Ventura's got plenty of competition to still get through, and so Long Beach would love nothing better than to balance their books today and give themselves a chance with just 3 weeks to go.
That was a goal, I'm sure, going into this game because it's game by game, right, to the conference end.
Uh-oh, ball on the ground. It looked like it was supposed to be a snap to the guy in motion.
Picked up by Easter.
Easter picked up. Easter was in motion as the play was going down.
I don't know if he ran by the snap and the ball hit him as it was being snapped, or if they were going to snap it to him.
He got more. First down.
Whatever it was, it ended up in a first down.
I mean, how about that? I can't believe that was designed. That was not their designated first down trick play. Nevertheless, it's a first down for the Vikings with 4:15 to go.
Clemente in the backfield.
Got another clock stoppage here. What do we have?
Timeout. Long Beach.
Long Beach wants to take a timeout, thinks things over. I'm sure they want to figure out what the heck happened on that last play. A fortuitous first down. However, I'm sure they want to talk about some communication, what exactly went down as the offense tries to put an exclamation point on what's been a pretty perfect first half.
I could not agree more. I mean, offense doing everything it needs to do, defense doing everything it needs to do, and it ends up with a 21-0 lead with 4:11 left to go in the second quarter. I think, Coach Peabody might just want to settle his team down, reorganize the team, let them know what their goals are for the next 4:11 going into the half. Let's see what East Los Angeles can say about that.
Yeah, because while that did result in a first down, that could have very easily been a turnover.
Yes.
And instead of them putting up their 4th score of the game, East LA could be taking the ball down the other way. A 4th score would make it an incredible deficit for East LA to overcome in the second half. Clemente up the middle, slashes for another 5 yards. Tremendous running back, Mr. Clemente.
And that looks like what the Vikings' plan is they're going to hurry up to the line, but it looks like they're going to just keep running it. Well,
this is West going far sideline. Ooh, he's upended as he flies out of bounds.
I'm not sure if that play was in Coach Peabody's playbook to have the quarterback flying out of bounds after a hit.
For whatever reason, they have decided not to use up all the play clock, though.
That's true.
And I mean, they went pretty quick there. If they get a touchdown, they're not going to care how much time elapsed.
They're going to go ahead
down and 5.
They're going to go ahead and spread it out right now.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 make that. To his right goes Clemente, and he's going to hit pay dirt once again.
I think it's going to come back.
We wait to hear, but by the body language on the field, it doesn't appear if that touchdown is going to stay on the board.
When you look at that play.
Offense number 8. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
The East Los Angeles Huskies
Still have a first down.
Ran a run
Clock will
blitz.
start on the snap as a result of the play was a touchdown.
Full explanation there by the head referee. But the The linebacker for East Los Angeles had a free shot at the Viking runner, missed, which turned into a long gain.
So we did get the first down before the holding penalty. So it's first down and 10 for the Vikings. Clemente is taken down in the backfield. Not the finest snap there from the Long Beach center.
Clemente Jr. with the carry. Jaleel Rivera-Harvey makes the stop.
I mean, the last 2 out of the last 3 snaps have not been as designed. They've been on the ground high.
They're going to use a little clock this time. We're under the 3-minute mark. Second down and 13 for the Vikings. West has time. Now he's going to scramble, buy more time to his left, chucks it to the far end zone.
I think.
Oh, we got an interception by East LA, and he's going to bring it out of the end zone to the 10.
Jump ball in the end zone results in an East Los Angeles interception.
To the play is an interception by East LA. First down, East LA.
Amaje Porter on the interception in the end zone, and the 4th score by the Vikings is denied.
That's tough. That is not what you wanted to see as a Viking. And it's exactly what the Huskies wanted, right? That gives them a chance. It gives them some life. It gives their, the ability for their team to look at something happening good for them before they go into halftime.
The defense have come up with a couple of big stops so far for East LA, but the offense hasn't been able to cash it in.
We got a new quarterback. Treshawn McMillan.
That pass incomplete.
Treshawn McMillan has entered the game now as quarterback for the Huskies. He has gotten plenty of chances to throw the ball this year. Garcia's been the primary quarterback, but McMillan's had several opportunities so far this season. So this is nothing new to him. 2nd and 10, but they're pinned inside the 10. Oh, tough snap again. Looks like he was able to garner it, but now they could be inside the 3-yard line.
There's a lot of confusion right now with the Huskies.
Corey Martin with the sack.
The clock is also stopped.
Referees are huddled up here. Maybe they'll get an explanation.
Okay, there's a timeout by Long Beach. That makes sense. Clock kind of suspended there at 2:11. We weren't sure why after the sack by Long Beach, but Long Beach defense has been so amazing here on this Saturday night. And they make another big play that really puts the new quarterback McMillan in hot water here. 3rd and 15 from the 5.
Is it 31? Long Beach.
Third and a long 15 for McMillan, who just entered the game 2 plays ago. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper by McMillan. He's got a little running room, and he's close to a first down.
I think that last reach right there
Tanner Nelson with the tackle.
gave him the first down. And it did.
Treshawn McMillan.
Treshawn McMillan with a nifty little keeper.
Tanner Nelson makes the stop.
Under 2 minutes to go now
First and 10
in the
for
first half.
Ball at their own 20-yard line.
The Vikings are just staying with the base defense right here. 4 down linemen, 7 men in coverage.
Keeper again. Not much doing this time. Couldn't find a running lane.
I mean, Kusar and Paris are really dominating the offensive line. And they're just forcing, East Los Angeles into either small gains or loss of yards, really.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Huskies. 1:08 to go. Not sure how aggressive they're going to be here inside their own territory. They go play action. Wide open running room for McMillan. Past the 40, past the 50, and out of bounds near the 45-yard line.
Well, the quarterback shakeup for the Huskies is paying dividends.
And whether or not they wanted to be super aggressive with their play calling probably just changed now, as he just nails down a 35-yard quarterback keeper. Now gives them a little flicker of hope here with 43 seconds to go.
Gain, 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Ball at the Vikings 44-yard line.
Oh, bad snap again. But the running back is able to corral it for Huskies. That could have been a tragic ending to what's been a mostly tragic first half for East LA.
Timeout, East LA, their first timeout of the half.
East LA has to take a timeout as the clock was ticking on them. 34 seconds to go here in the first half. And with, again, them feeling like there's some light at the end of the tunnel after that big play by McMillan.
Well, their field goal attempt that hit the left upright, I think was around a 40-yard attempt. So really, if they get a 20-yard pass here, they're right back in field goal territory for them. This last 34 seconds, either Vikings are going to be on a high that they stopped them, are going to go up 21-0, or the Huskies are going to be a high and they're going to get something on the board.
Vikings defense got to feel good about how they've played so far here in the first half, and they'd love to just take one more last play to give this team something to cheer about in the locker room. McMillan drops back. Oh, and he's taken down from behind, but he kicks it off. Did he get it off as he was going down, or are they going to mark him down?
Corey Martin with the sack.
Hard to say.
Timeout, East LA, their
East
second
LA
timeout.
takes their second timeout with just 20 seconds to go. Corey Martin with the sack there. So even though it appeared he might have flipped that ball away, the officials ruled that he was already down.
Once again, the Vikings defensive line comes through for the Viking D, puts pressure on the East LA quarterback. And they're just trying to get out of this quarter, right? 21-0 lead. 20 seconds left, so. It's going to be interesting to see if East Los Angeles takes a shot down one of the sidelines.
We haven't really seen them air it out much today.
No, we haven't. That's what we thought we were going to see coming into this game. And
McMillan in trouble. Here, keeper again, that's been his best play of the half. Here, he's only got one timeout left. He doesn't get out of bounds.
I think he got the first down.
The first down would get the clock to stop.
Yeah, they gave him the first down.
First down with 10 seconds to go.
Now, I don't know if they're paying attention. They did not call timeout, and the clock is going to start. Oh, and there it is. So they do go ahead
Timeout, East LA, their third.
As soon
and
as the
final
ball was
timeout
ready
of the
for
half.
play there, the clock would have started rolling with 10 seconds to go. Coach Godinez Brightly decides to call that timeout, probably giving his team another 2 shots at the end zone here.
Well, he's going to have to be on the sideline, right, because there's nothing in the middle of the field unless he's wide open and he's going to be able to get to the house on that throw. Or even a run, because, you know, the quarterback has showed that he has the ability to run.
And we're talking about a 50-yard field goal from this point, which is a pretty hefty ask in junior college football. However, kickers, you know, it's not your grandfather's kicking game. All kind of kickers coming up through youth football that can drill in. We saw he had a lot of leg, not much height on that first field goal attempt, but it was drilled. The line drive would have been at least good from 45.
Well, look, they're coming out, and they're going to go ahead and run a play here.
Trips to his left. Goes underneath to his back. Oh, and he goes to the middle of the field.
All right, now we have 3 seconds.
First down with 2 seconds to go. Are they going to clock it, or are they going to try to run a play? He clocks it. Did he get it done in time? I see one official holding a single finger up.
This is a huge decision by the referees here. This is a huge decision.
I really do think the running back had a shot to get out of bounds there, and he decided to turn towards the middle of the field. Let's see if that decision cost the Huskies an opportunity here.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to know what the situation is in the game.
That's the half.
And it cost them dearly. That decision to turn right instead of turning left is a benefit for the Vikings. At the end of the first half, the Vikings lead East Los Angeles College 21-0. We'll be back for the second half. Welcome back to the second half. It's Long Beach versus East LA, Saturday Night Lights. And the score is Long Beach 21, East LA 0. This is Toby Hess here with Roosevelt, Washington. Our spotter tonight is Henry Severson, our stats man, Roosevelt, Washington.
The third.
Pooch kick, short gainer there. Tell us, Ro, what's the tail of the tape as you analyze the data from the first half?
Well, you know, the rushing yards were almost dead even. It was 85-81 in favor of East Los Angeles. But really where the difference was made up is in the passing yards. You know, Vikings came out, threw the ball around the yard. It was 183 yards to 46. And if they're going to run the same script over again, Lights are going to be out pretty soon in this game.
Rushing yards may have been even for the half, but a little bit misleading because McMillan racked up about 60 of those on that last drive that resulted in no points.
Yes.
For most of the first half, ball on the ground. Who's going to get it?
Long Beach is going to recover that ball, I'm pretty sure.
And after a first half dominated by Long Beach City College, the first play from scrimmage,
Recovered by Dejan Van Hook.
Dejan Van Hook is able to recover the fumble. So more Long Beach here on the first play from scrimmage of the second half.
Result of the play was a backward pass by the offense, recovered by the defense. First down, Long Beach.
So that backwards pass.
You know, and the running back, when he hit the ground, he knew that ball was behind him. He just couldn't get up fast enough because those defensive backs for Vikings were crashing in on the play.
Derek West back under center.
Yeah.
Although I guess nobody really goes under center anymore. Every single snap today has been a shotgun snap.
Yeah, modern football has definitely, transitioned itself to either the pistol or shotgun, and it's really not even the shotgun anymore.
Boy, the Long Beach team, the coaching staff would love to balance their books at 1-1 in conference play. And boy, they have a chance to put an exclamation point on it with this great field position. End around, near sideline, out of bounds.
DeVille Fada.
Fada, the ball carrier. First down, Long Beach.
The Vikings are pressing the Huskies already. Another thing in modern college football these days, everyone looks to the sideline for the secondary play.
Elijah Javis joins West in the backfield. Davis, the ball carrier, up the gut, short gain. So as we settle into conference play, it appears as if Long Beach has settled on Derek West as their play caller tonight.
You alluded that Coach Peabody was really looking to try to reduce the amount of back and forth between the quarterbacks and really kind of come down to one quarterback for the conference play. And if this game is any proof of that, I mean, he's played, 90% of the plays so far this game.
Yeah, McKibben just came in for one possession. He didn't even stay in for the whole possession. Jump ball thrown by West to the near sideline. Leitz, the intended receiver, but he throws that one out of bounds. Leitz, who's been remarkably athletic in the last two home games, had no chance at pulling that one in.
They had a little hand fighting over there in the corner. They had to let that one go. It was on both sides there. 3rd and 5 here, they're spreading out the Huskies here, so we'll have to see if they're going to attack the middle here or if they're going to go to the outside.
Give up the middle. Elijah Davis inside the 5, near a first down, but not sure he got there.
So it looks like they will bring out the field goal unit here. Still, it may not be a touchdown. If they're successful on this field goal, it's still field goal after points off a turnover.
So Padilla's in to kick from a distance that's not that much different from an extra point. And that field goal is good. And the Vikings cash in that turnover for 3 points and a 24-0 lead.
Well, the Viking defense already showed. I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but they came out and they've already put the hammer to the Huskies. The Huskies really need to do something on this possession.
Huskies just haven't been able to find any offensive continuity. Their defense have gotten a couple stops, but that's led to nothing. McMillan, of course, had that tremendous drive. It was kind of a one-man show. A couple quarterback keepers that put his team in position, but that decision by his running back at the end to not go out of bounds cost them an opportunity for him to put it into the end zone.
All the previous kickoffs have been short for the Vikings, so will we see another one of those coming up here? With East Los Angeles expecting it, they're short.
It's a short kick again. And a short return. East LA will take over at midfield. Looks like the 43-yard line.
You know, I'm really interested to watch this Vikings defensive line here. They've pretty much controlled the line of scrimmage this whole game, outside of those two big runs at the end of the half by McMillan, the Husky quarterback.
One advantage McMillan had was they were playing such a prevent defense. D-backs were lined up so far deep that he had plenty of room to run. That could be the case here again with a 24-0 lead.
Looks like they're going to keep it in his hands.
And that was a design keeper, and that was not always the case in the first half. He was just kind of improvising there on that last drive, but the coaches call his number this time for a short gain.
That's big Xavier Kusar, I think, making the tackle. You know, Kusar and Paris there have just really dominated the interior of the defensive line here and controlled, you know, the center and the two guards for the Huskies.
Quarterback keeper again. He goes right inside the 50, first down to the 45-yard line. He is, oh, little extra there. He didn't like it. McMillan thought that Long Beach might have been too aggressive once he went out of bounds. And he kind of goes forearm shiver. No flags down.
You know, with all the chirping, what was the result of the play? First down.
First and 10 Huskies, ball at the Vikings 45.
From the Vikings 45, McMillan has been quite an inventive runner here so far. Fake give, and he goes left, and he's going to be sacked. Well, I think I heard a whistle, although I'm not sure he ever was. Well, I don't know if his knee was down, but he appeared to feel like he was never down. There was a whistle blown.
Well, when the whistle's blown, it's a dead ball, right?
Loss of 6 on the play. Second and 16.
So the Long Beach will be credited with a sack there.
Vikings had the right play called on that. You know, the Huskies are running out of opportunities as this clock just continues to dwindle. And even though it's early in the third quarter, they need to make every possession count.
For the Huskies, it's late in their season. And the running back is taken down for another loss in the backfield, and they are just going the wrong direction. We move under 10 minutes here to go here in the third quarter.
We have a Viking player down
Officials
here.
timeout.
He made the tackle, and he didn't get up. So far in the Huskies, what is it? 1-2 steps up and 3-4 steps back?
Yeah. Negative ledger for the accounting firm of East LA College right now. Which is good news for Long Beach. Been a very tough team. They've had to remain mentally tough, going 3 losses in a row over the last 4-week period. They did have a bye in there as well, and maybe that extra bye week helped them as they needed that extra preparation time that they lost during the last year and a half.
You know, and it's so tough, too, at the JC level when you're not there for 4 years. You may be there for 3 years. You may be a bounce back and come back and maybe have a season or two. But you don't have the 2 years just to be groomed to play. Like, you have to be ready to come in and contribute. Your clock starts when you show up to the stadium and put those pads on.
And, of course, there was a lot of movement during that time. Some states were playing football. Some
Right.
states, like California, were not playing football. The high school teams in this area did get a mini season in the spring, but the junior colleges did not.
Right.
So there's not a lot of continuity. Certainly there are some players left from Long Beach's 7-3 team 2 years ago, but most of these guys are new. There's been so much shuffling.
Play clock will start on my hack.
Looks like we're about to resume play. Vikings up by 24 with 9:50 to go. We're in the third quarter here, Vet Stadium, bringing you Vikings football action. McMillan hasn't had much success passing the ball.
They're going to say that ball is down.
Down on contact before the ball came loose. Corey Martin again. His name's been called on more than one occasion tonight. Long Beach coaching staff was super confident about their defense coming into this team, feeling like they had one of the best defensive units in the country. Didn't always lead to that kind of, God, there was a lot of movement on the line again there on that punt play. Referee's letting things go here again. Looks like we got a fair catch inside the 25, and Long Beach will take over there.
You know, well, they're big up front, and they have speed on the outside. And as they've shown in this game, they don't really have to blitz too much. I mean, that defensive line, what I've been really impressed with is really, you know, kept control of the line of scrimmage and let the playmakers in the back just do what they do.
Ball at their own 25 following the punt.
So will the Vikings come out and try to quick strike, or will they just methodically go down the field here and, you know, waste some time and try to put more pressure on the Huskies and punch another score in on them?
Give it to Clemente. He goes right. Short gain on first down.
You know, Clemente has been averaging 4.9 yards a carry this game.
Bad news for East LA. West on a keeper. Oh, spin move at the 34-yard line. Looks like he may be out of bounds before the first down.
West elects to keep it. 7-yard gain. 3rd and 1.
We got 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. See if they can sustain this drive. Clemente, the ball carrier, and we got a first down for Long Beach once again.
Junior with the carry. He needed one. He got more. First down, Vikings.
Pretty much looks like the Vikings are saying, if you cannot stop us, we're not changing what we're going to do.
Blaze McKibben in his short stint was 3 for 3 on passing. Derek West so far, 7 out of 13. More importantly, West has been on the field for all 3 touchdowns. West drops back. He's got a scramble to his right. He's got nobody open. He's going to take it himself. On first down, he scampers out of bounds for a short gain.
You know, the Husky defense is playing the Vikings to pass. You know, they're rushing 3, dropping 8, rushing 4, dropping 7. They're not being very aggressive to try to create pressure on the quarterback. But a part of that is probably just to try to keep him in the pocket.
He completes that pass on the near sideline. That was a catch. And a short gain. Trepanier once again.
41 with the hard hit for the Huskies, but didn't do anything but get to the next play.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 for the Vikings as they just milk the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Play clock down to 10 as they check back in with Coach Flynn. Fake give, throw over the middle. And we got a flag on the play. Most likely going to be a PI call intended for Trinell Ridgely, I believe.
Oh, defensive back trick there, right? Looks good at the top at where the ball and hands meet, but on the bottom,
Pass interference.
holding on the
Defense
waist.
number 38. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
It's not the way they drew it up, but it is a 1st down.
Penalty.
Vikings.
So the penalty gives the Vikings another 1st down, and now they're at the East LA 40-yard line. Wes gives to Clemente. He runs right. Short gain.
This is when it gets really tough when you're down big and your opponent is just wearing on you and wearing on you and wearing on you.
I mean, I don't think we have the time of possession here sitting with us, but man, that East LA defense has been on the field a lot.
Clemente Jr. with the carry. J.R. Warren with the stop. Loss of 4. 3rd and 10.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for West and the Vikings. Already staked to a 24-0 lead. West scrambles left. Looks like he's going to take it himself, but he is hogtied by East LA.
The Huskies are showing that there's still some bite. They're not rolling over here for the Vikings. They're going to make it as tough as possible.
4th and 9.
Vikings going to roll out here to punt. Let's see if with a 24-0 lead and very deep into the 3rd quarter, if they do something outside of just punting the ball away into the end zone.
It's Jerron Lincoln punting for the Vikings. It's going to be a fair catch here by East LA, and they'll take over at the 22. While we have a break in the action, we can let you know that last week's opponent for Long Beach, Ventura, is currently in the 3rd quarter, battling Long Beach's next week opponent, Bakersfield, and they're knotted in a 17-17 tie. That's going to matter as the conference schedule moves forward here. 3 weeks left to go in the season. A Bakersfield win over Ventura tonight can really throw this thing into a 3-for-all. Quick give, short gain. Amusu again, the ball carrier. Sure, Long Beach is rooting for Bakersfield to beat Ventura tonight. That'll allow them a little bit better to control their own destiny when they head out to Bakersfield. Oh, definitely got a wide receiver unaware
False
of the
start.
snap call.
Offense, number 14. 5-yard penalty, still second
Definitely
down.
had no idea what the snap count was on that one.
Easy call for the officials there, a 5-yard penalty. And East LA continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Second down and 11 now. They're inside the 20. With 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, the Vikings defense still authoring a shutout. Look like movement again. Referees are really giving them some room to work with.
McMillan's just throwing the ball away to get another day, to live for another play.
And McMillan really has shown no penchant for passing so far. His most positive plays have been with his legs. Not that Rudy Garcia had showed much success himself,
Right.
but it really looks like they've become a one-dimensional team, although that dimension is pretty elite with McMillan's running game. And he gets a quick give here and a first down pass completion by McMillan, and maybe he can change things up here. Anthony Felton with the catch. First down.
Felton's showing some wheels there. We haven't seen that because he hasn't had the ball very often. Looks like that he may be a focus for the rest of the game here for the Huskies to try to have some positive plays here.
This time it's a give up the middle and a big gashing first down play for the Huskies. Amusu on the carry, and they pass midfield into Long Beach territory.
Well, for them, if they can get anything on the board before the fourth quarter begins and the third quarter is over, that will be extremely positive for their team. Probably bring their spirits up some and put some more fight in that dog.
It's been the common refrain so far today, but each time we've said that, Long Beach has come up with a stop in some method. Just a $1:37 to go here in the third quarter. McMillan still under center in relief of Garcia, and this time a big throw up the middle, nearly intercepted. Trey Edwards, boy. He has been involved all night and all season, and he nearly came over the shoulder there to pick that one up.
On East
Pick
LA
that one
is
off.
out for one play due to the helmet coming off.
Yeah, and that helmet pops off. You got to sit one play, no matter if it was inadvertent.
Intended for Cody Strickland. Trey Edwards, the third in coverage. Second and 10.
Second down and 10 for the Huskies, who have mounted a little bit of a drive here.
Edwards has had a solid game here. Pass breakups, tackles.
McMillan's going to take it himself up the middle, inside the 36, maybe to the 35, and I believe a first down.
Tackle by Dalen Pedroza.
Dalen Pedroza on the stop, but it's too late. Another first down for the Huskies. First and 10 from the 36.
Gain of 12. First and 10 for the Huskies.
Huskies got to get it moving here. They are down 4 scores.
Or 3 scores and 3 two-point conversions. Oh, and he's got a completion inside the 15-yard line. Anthony Felton again, as you suspected.
Which I believe tonight or this afternoon, Illinois beat Penn State on their 9 overtime game.
I think that's a new NCAA record.
And they all, what is it, after the second you
Roughing
have to
the
go for a
passer,
two-point
number
conversion.
33 on the defense. Ball he plays half the distance from the end of the run. First down.
So the roughing the passer penalty tacks on another few yards. And the Huskies get a little bit closer to the end zone, which they've not been able to find their way into as yet on this Saturday night, October the 23rd. First and goal from the 6. I'm guessing McMillan is pretty tough to stop here. Boy, you better keep your eyes on McMillan. He gives it up this time. Second effort, no good. They're going to rule him out of bounds at the 3. Amusu again.
We all look for McMillan, and they went to Amusu.
See whether they think it's important enough to be on this side of the field. 6 ticks of the clock left, and it looks like they're going to let this clock play out. That's the end of the third quarter, and it's a rather uneventful third quarter. Nothing but a 3-point field goal by Long Beach, but they extend their lead to 24. They got a pretty hefty 3-possession minimum lead with just a quarter left.
Vikings are going into the fourth quarter and feeling very good about themselves.
With a defense that's given up 0 points so far, they know that they just got to hold East LA to 23 points, and they'll be able to be 1-1 in conference play. And boy, that would be a confidence booster shot for them with 3 weeks left in this fall season.
And it's that first step right towards the conference championship, because that's what both these teams are playing for at this point. One and 1 is always better than 0-2. And depending on how that game was at Bakersfield, right, goes, I mean, that it could put the Vikings, if they do pull this game out in the next 15 minutes, masters of their own destiny.
Not sure what the 3-team tiebreaker rules are in this conference, but before we return to the booth on November 6th, we'll have that all sorted out. But first, the Vikings got to take care of business here. We're going to start the fourth quarter. McMillan takes it himself, calls his own number. Did he get there? Yes, he did.
In.
Touchdown, East LA. There will be no shutout tonight for the Vikings, but I'm sure they would take the consolation prize of a win. But for now, East LA gets to celebrate their first success. Touchdown makes it 24-6. Will they go for 2? Coach Washington.
They will go for 2. You foreshadowed that a few minutes ago, and they're going to go for 2 because they have 14 minutes and 53 seconds, and they need, if they are successful in this 2-point conversion, 2 more touchdowns and 2 more 2-point conversions to tie it up. So
crucial play. Long Beach can maintain a 3-possession lead here if they're able to stop them. Again, keep your eyes on McMillan. Ball's on the ground.
And there it goes.
Yeah, and there's not much McMillan can do if the snap is on the ground. Boy, he's such a fantastic improvisationalist.
Number 4 from East LA needs to play removed from the field for 1 play due to the helmet coming off. Extra point, no good.
Well, this puts them down 18 points. So as you can see, McMillan is going to take the snap, direct snap here from his quarterback position. He's going to go left, cut a little bit inside, and really, for his frame, he just powers through 3 Viking defenders, gets that ball just over the line, touchdown.
You just see him there at the end just kind of post up and just say, I'm going to use my thighs to drive myself into the end zone. I got position on you, young fella.
Yes.
So that's a big stop. Long Beach remains ahead by 18, meaning it's going to take more than 2 scores by East LA. And they're going to kick things off deep. Long Beach will have to make a return from inside the 5 and bring it out to the 17-yard line. And we'll find out whether Long Beach is more interested in pushing the ball down the field or just burning some clock here, up 18 with 1 quarter to go.
This may be the worst starting field position for the Vikings all game.
But it's been not a fantastic kicking game by either team. Mostly today we've seen the team start off with decent field position. That, of course, benefited Long Beach. They came out in their first 3 possessions and scored touchdowns. They added a field goal in the 3rd quarter.
It may be a little early to say, but this might be the defining drive of the rest of the Viking season. Can they go ahead, move down the field, and put the Huskies away?
Derek West back out there for the Vikings.
The Vikings definitely should not be in a rush at this point. And the Huskies of East Los Angeles should be doing everything they can to get this ball back on this next possession as soon as possible.
I mean, they are desperate for a 3 and out. Not sure they've done that to Long Beach all day. West throws to his left.
What a catch. I think that's his main man there.
Big catch and a first down by Trepanier. Move those chains and keep the clock rolling. Under 14 minutes to go, and the clock is becoming a tremendous ally to the Vikings.
He's made some big catches in this game.
Galloway in the backfield.
It's Galloway now in the backfield with Derek West. And Galloway pounds away. Looks like a 6-yard gain on first down for Galloway. Galloway is a punishing running back. Galloway, of course, scored 3 touchdowns in the season opener at LA Harbor and has been a workhorse most of the season, sharing those duties with Clemente. And they are, as we can see, taking a little more time off that play clock now, sensing now the end of this contest. But he wants to throw here. He scrambles left, looking for Galloway.
Doesn't help to throw incomplete passes, though. You know, you take that time off of the play clock to let it run down, and then, you know, you throw the ball out of bounds. You just need to keep this clock moving and moving and moving.
West only 9 of 19 now. And like you said, completions are his friend. The clock is his friend. See if they call a little more high percentage passes for him.
Galloway in the backfield. That's not
3rd and 4. We got a whistle.
We have another false start.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
You know, the Vikings for most of the game were snapping the ball around 10 seconds left on the play clock. And now you can see the quarterback looking around under 10 and resetting around 5 to 6 seconds. So that is part of their game plan for the next 12:33 left in this game.
West is taken down in the backfield there.
Who got the ball here?
East LA thinks they got it.
And they do. Just what the Husky ordered.
A fumble on the play, recovered by the defense. First down, East Los Angeles.
I mean, that's a double-edged sword for the Huskies. Not only get the
Timeout
ball
for
back,
official. Injured player on the field.
but they get the clock stoppage on the turnover. We do have somebody down on the field. Boy, triple advantage for the Huskies to get a short field now, too. They could score quick here.
They score quick, and then this is a ball game.
With the fumble recovery. First and 10 for the Huskies. Ball at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
You know, the Husky coach here has got to be telling the team, you know, we have to get into the end zone. Field goal will not do it for us here. Let's stay disciplined, and let's run the plays that we need to run here because we have to get into the end zone for the rest of this game.
Low snap again. McMillan's handling it. Ooh, tussle down there. That ball was underthrown and could have been picked off. Receiver would love a penalty call. He's not going to get it. Seemed to me that they both had equal opportunity at that ball. Bigger culprit was the underthrown pass by McMillan. Second down and 10 for the Huskies. They're operating right now.
Once again, it was Edwards down there on the play with another pass breakup.
Edwards has definitely been the defensive MVP, although Corey Martin's been right there with him all night. Throw it off his back foot. Decent gain there. Looks like a first down. Nifty little pass there as he was evading a pretty tough rush.
I think this might be coming back. I think we may have a hold in the backfield. Let's see what the final decision is on that.
Illegal formation on the
formation.
offense. 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
So not a hold, but an illegal formation. So once again, they're going, what, 2 steps up, 3 steps back?
Second and 15.
Just over 12 minutes to go in the game. Does seem like the clock slowed down a little bit here.
Oh, it's this.
McMillan takes the shotgun snap, and he is in trouble, but he gets out of it. Houdini-like. Back to the original line of scrimmage and some. Inside the 25, but a flag way back there.
And we do have a Viking player down.
Sort this one out. Got a few things to sort out, and we got an injured player to tend to.
I wasn't able to see what happened.
Holding, offense. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Replay, second down. Officials timeout.
Looks like Rudy Garcia's coming back in. Has he been in?
Looks like the Viking player is going to be able to get up and walk off the field. That's a good sign. You know, that's Parrish, who's been one of the 2 main stalwarts for the Vikings' interior defensive line there, who has really pretty much controlled the line of scrimmage. So hopefully it's nothing major for him and he can come back out on the field.
No, McMillan. McMillan. Did you hear that?
Well, I see Rudy Garcia moving towards the center of the field.
McMillan's out.
So Garcia has re-entered the game for McMillan. On a 2nd down and 25 play, they've elected to go to the bullpen.
There you go. The Vikings defensive back should be ready.
He throws one over the top.
And they're
Oh,
going to
gonna
get
be some PI. Oh, and we got a flag in the backfield as well. No flag in the defensive backfield?
No, we have one. We're going to get
Okay.
a PI on defense.
Might have a roughing the passer back here.
You know, at 2nd and 25, it looks like it may be a 1st and 10, but past where the original line of scrimmage was. Let's see what they call here.
There's no penalty for a low block. 3rd down.
And no pass interference either.
So they picked up both of them, huh? That is unexpected. So we went from 2 down to 0 penalties.
Coach Godinez can't be happy about that, as his team is really behind it now. Garcia scrambles right, short throw over the middle, inside the 40. Oh, 2nd effort inside near the 30.
Oh, he's hurt. His leg got bent up
Officials
underneath him
timeout.
in a not so natural way. We hate to see that.
Yes. This violent game spares few.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. Replay, 3rd down.
Oh, adding insult to injury. What looked to be a big pickup for East LA is now negated. They're going to take things way back. And this injury looks pretty serious.
This is tough to watch. Well, it's 11:18 left to go in this game here. We have a 24-6 count. That is a great sign that he can at least get up now.
For those of you who are not tuned in, it appears the Los Angeles Dodgers are trailing the Atlanta Braves 4-2 in the 8th inning. Looks like the Dodgers have 2 more shots. East LA marching backwards here once again. At one point, they were at the 30-yard line. They're going to snap this ball. They were at the Long Beach 30-yard line. They're going to snap this ball from their own 48. Meantime, up in Ventura, who beat Long Beach last week, just took a 6-point lead on Bakersfield. And there's a sack in the backfield. The Vikings got to feel good about this one. Toby Centers with the sack. It's going to force East LA to punt, which is not the thing they want to do here with just 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Loss of 7 on the play. 4th
Punt is away, short punt. It's just going to be downed here at the 20 by East LA. So again, up in Ventura, it's Ventura 23 and Bakersfield 17 with just under 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. For us Viking fans, hoping that Bakersfield will mount a comeback. The Vikings, of course, 3 games left on their schedule. They'll head to Bakersfield next Saturday, followed by 2 home games against Allen Hancock College and Canyons College. First, they got to finish up shop here tonight. With just 10:35 to go, they lead by 18. Elijah Davis, the ball carrier.
I think we're going to get a steady dose of Davis for the last 10:24 of this game here.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
West still wants a throw. Jump ball to Leitz. And Leitz hauls it in at the 40.
His big play receiver brings it in.
First down, Vikings.
He's pretty confident throwing those 50-50 ball to his big 1-7 there.
And the clock ticks under 10 minutes to go.
Vikings are keeping the gas pedal down here. They're taking their shots when they feel like they have the opportunity.
Davis up the middle, short gain.
Number 17 from Long Beach is out for 1 play due to his helmet coming off.
That's the 3rd or 4th time this happened today, but Leitz loses his helmet, so he'll have to sit out a play.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9. Long Beach from their 40. West keeper near a first down at the 30.
You know, I know that's part of their offense, and you know his competitiveness and his instincts are to take off and run. But you know you have to think bigger picture a little bit now here with the 8:35 left to go in this game. You're going to get out of this game here with a victory, and you have 3 more very important games in your future, and you need to be on the field for that. You don't want to take unnecessary big hits here.
Oh, and there's upended in the backfield. Elijah Davis for the loss. Decision time here for the Vikings on 4th down.
With the carry, brought down by Jeremiah Jackson.
They're going to go for it. They show no indications that they're going to bring anyone in to kick the ball.
4th and 4.
Their field position and their lead in the game give them the ability to do this on 4th and 4. West looking to throw. Oh, and he underthrows Leitz.
Pressure up the middle from the Huskies made him get rid of that ball quicker than he wanted to get rid of it. And that's just what the Huskies had to do, right? They had to get the ball back. They came with 2 inside blitzers there. Now they get a chance to go back down the field with 7:31 left.
So the Vikings turn it over on downs. Let's see who's going to quarterback. Looks like more McMillan for the Huskies. McMillan calls his own number. He scrambles left past the 40, near the 45. It just looks like a little short of a first down.
He got out of bounds to stop the clock. You know, well, they're saying that he was touched before he got out of bounds, so the clock is actually still running.
Correction, gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
2nd down and 1, 7:12 to go. They need 3 scores. Screen play. Anthony Felton had a fantastic second half so far.
Pass complete to Anthony Felton. 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
You know, those underneath routes are going to be open to them with the time and score of the game here. So they're going to get those over and over and over again. The Vikings just don't want to give up any big plays.
22. Jaden Mason.
Mason, the ball carrier there. Haven't heard his number called too much. He's getting a chance here in the 4th quarter for East LA. Past midfield now. They're at the Long Beach 46, down by 18. McMillan throws. Felton is going to be out of bounds at the 43-yard line. As once again, they're making some positive progress towards the end zone.
You know, at this point, you know, they know this game is pretty much over, but they do just want to have positives going into their next game. So, you know, any positive they can take out of this game and transfer to the next game in any future is going to help the team overall. So,
I mean, at this point, they're winning the second half. So give them some credit. After being mopped up by 21 in the first half, they're actually outscoring Long Beach 6-3 in the second half, and that's just a testament to their tenacity. Been a pretty ugly second half. Had a lot of play stoppage, a lot of penalties.
Nelson with the stop. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Ball at the Vikings 39.
you know, give credit to that Vikings defense for this game. You know, there are 2 teams that are playing this game, right? So every time the Huskies went up, the Vikings had something to come back out and to push them back.
McMillan, again on a keeper to his right. Nearing the 30-yard line. Not enough for a first down.
With the keeper, J.D. Davis makes the stop. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
That ball overthrown as he went for it there. Had a man. Bring up 3rd and 5 for the Huskies. Clock clicks down under 5 minutes.
Intent for Kobe Stribling. Jason Van Hook in coverage.
You know, I think Coach Peabody, he has to be pretty happy with the way that this game went, right? He came out, they got to an early lead. They kept their intensity up, and they didn't allow the Huskies to come back and even really get close to this game.
Yeah, I think they're going to watch the film, and they're going to be super proud of everything that the defense did tonight. And, of course, the offense just exploded in that first quarter and just gave the team the boost they needed. Now, I'm sure they're going to talk about their execution offensively in the second half and wish that it was a little tighter.
Just timeout.
Right. Looks like we have another Viking down on the field here. At this point in the game, too, you just want to get out of the game with no more injuries.
You wanted that?
So they're down to 8 minutes out there in Ventura. Ventura still clinging to a 23-17 lead. We'll keep you updated. 8 minutes to go out there in Ventura. Just 4:45 left here for Long Beach. Long Beach heads to Bakersfield next week for their last road trip of the regular season.
First and 10 for the Huskies. Ball at the Vikings 28.
Low snap. Throw overthrown. Plenty of Vikings in coverage there. McMillan has little choice but to throw into coverage here, though. Running out of clock, running out of season, running out of hope.
He's picked
off. Long Beach is going to take it the other way, and you can let the celebration begin. Trey Edwards, the third. Crisscrossing the field. He's at the 50, and he's taken down near the 40. And there's your exclamation point on a very big day for the Vikings defense. And Trey Edwards, the third.
Put the icing on the cake with that pick right there and the exciting return. You know, that freshman really balled out today.
Long Beach.
.410 to go. 24-6, Vikings lead. It's all academic at this point. That looks like Blaze McKibben has returned. Short gainer.
Looks like we may go for the rest of this game here in this little bunch formation.
No need to hurry. We'll see whether or not down 18, East Los Angeles elects to use their timeouts. They have all three of them remaining. McKibben wants to throw deep down the middle.
Almost picked off there.
That pass incomplete. Zach Leeds, the intended receiver.
Intended for Leeds. Leeds would have loved nothing more than get another touchdown to cement his fantastic evening, even though most of his production was in the first half. In fact, most of his production was in the first quarter. Three minutes and 18 seconds left. Here on a gorgeous Saturday night under the lights at Veterans Stadium in Long Beach.
You know, it rained all earlier today. Game time start. No clouds in the sky. Clear. It was a beautiful night for football here in Long Beach, California.
With the carry, Javonte Van Buren makes the stop. Gain of 4, 4th and 5.
Fourth down and 5 for McKibben and the Vikings. Clock ticks down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Both teams with their full amount of timeouts.
Timeout, Long Beach.
And
The
Long
first
Beach,
timeout of the
interestingly enough, is going to use a timeout up 18 with 2:28 to go.
Is this one of those moments you say, what are they thinking?
So let's try to get inside their heads right here. The ball's on the 37-yard line. So let's play. What is Coach Peabody thinking calling a timeout with 2:28 to go. Does he have a field goal kicker that he may want to elect to try? What would that be? From the 37?
We're talking about a 44-yarder.
54.
54-yarder, that's right.
So is he talking that over? Is that what he's thinking?
I don't think that that's what he's talking over at this point.
I mean, a delay game penalty would have not really been that significant if they were going to punt.
Right, I think that we may have to go with option C here, which is let's figure out a play that we can try to get a first down with.
Okay, so they want to come out with their best play to hold on to the ball, and then they can get into victory formation and snap it 4 times and take a knee. Will they throw here up 18?
Hey, if that's their best play, maybe they
Oh,
will.
he drew them off
We got a
sides.
free play, and he's going for it.
Leeds! Oh, nearly. Well, hey, what was Coach Peabody thinking? How about we draw them off sides, get a free first down, and end this game without giving them the ball back?
There you go.
Offside. Defense number
And it
1.
worked.
5-yard penalty remains 4th down.
Oh, the 5-yard penalty is not quite enough. It was 4th and 5.5 yards for a first down. Now it's 4th and inches. Leeds is split wide to the left.
And we have Depania on the right.
Quick give up the middle. Clemente, first down, Vikings. And that should do it.
I think that is the ball game, Mr. Hess. I think we can get to that victory formation. So recently and eloquently explained to us, because this game is over.
The clock will roll, 2:09 and counting. Does not appear as if East LA and Coach Godinez plan on using their timeouts. Long Beach has already used one, so we'll see if they're going to use their next 2.
And it looks like they're going to go ahead and run some plays for their second quarterback here.
Kibben gives it to Clemente. He's got some running room up the middle. 6-yard gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 4 with 1:40 to go. Well, now we can start looking forward to next week, and Long Beach heads to Bakersfield. That's a long road trip. All roads lead to Bakersfield as the Viking season continues, but it seems like everything else is pointing west. And we say west, we mean Derek West. For the first time this year, it looks like he has taken control of the quarterback position. He played almost all of the significant snaps in this game.
I mean, he played really, really well today. I mean, he made some plays outside the box. Short throws, long throws, timely runs. He took a few more hits than I think the coach wanted to see. But, you can't, that's a kid's instincts, that's his competitiveness trying to get that extra yard. But he did what he needed to do to get them their first victory here in conference, right? So, I mean, that was the team's goal.
Yeah, so they balanced the books at 1-1 in conference play. They're 3-4 on the season. 3 weeks to go. We got one more road trip, and then we'll be back, of course, streaming home games on November 6th and November 13th as they take this last snap with 20 seconds left to go. That should wrap it up. They do not need to call another play. It appears as neither coach will call a timeout.
And 5 seconds left to go. That's it, folks.
Big home victory for the Vikings here. That'll conclude tonight's contest for Roosevelt, Washington. Roosevelt, Washington III, and Henry Severson. This is Toby Hess saying good night from Veterans Stadium. Long Beach City College are winners, 24-6.
Good night, Long Beach, California.